We learn failure not from success and a mess. I am longing to be with you, Tootaloo, and by the sea, where we can walk together, a rapper, freely and build our castles in the air, a fair a dare. Once again, welcome to my house. Come freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring. Rapping a ding. I am all in a sea of wonders, a rapper. I doubt, I fear, I think strange things. Ring ding, which I dare not confess to my own soul. Whoa, there I go. There is a reason why all things are as they are. Remember, my friend, that in the end, that knowledge is stronger than memory occasionally, and we should not trust the weaker, never end a rapper, a spitter, a pitter, a patter. I want you to believe in the things you cannot. Take your top, never ended a block. Here I am spitting again. I count Dracula, mosquito, rapping the bull, spitting never ended a cold. Count Dracula, spitting never ended a blow. Blah. Here I am. My revenge is just begun. I spread it over centuries, infinitely, and time's on my side. Never ending rhymes. Your girls that you all love above are mine already. Infinity and both them and others shall yet be mine. Rhymes, my creatures, features to do my bidding, rapping, and to my beat my jackals when I want to feed never endingly. Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make, awake and bake, away goes today. Spitting never ending. I've crossed oceans of time to find you, never ending. Sublime you, I'll sublime you. I am all in a sea of wonders, never ending rappers. I doubt, I fear, a tear. I think strange things, rapping, ring, ding, which I dare not confess to my soul. Whoa, there I go, Then as time went on, and I got somewhere bolder, a never-ender rapper. I asked him of some of the strange things, ring, ding, of the proceeding night of infinite light, as far as, for instance, rapid infinites. Why the coachman went to the place's hiatus, where he had seen the blue flames. Away goes today. He then explained to me that it was commonly believed, infinity, that on a certain night of the year, a deer, let last night a rhyme. In fact, when all evil spirits are supposed to have unchecked sway, obey a day, a blue flame is seen over any place where treasure has been concealed, a revealed, never ending, tealed. The last I saw of Count Dracula, mosquito, was his kissing his hand to me, rapping infinitely with a red of light of triumph, never ending triumph in his eyes, rhymes, and with a smile that just Judas in hell might be proud of, never ending blah. I am longing to be with you, to you, toucan, Scooby-Doo, and by the sea, infinity, where we can talk a ball together freely and build our castles in the air, a fair, a dare, aware, a bear. There are darknesses in life, a rhyme, and there are lights, infinite into the night, and you are one of the lights, light of all lights, never ending rhymes. We women have something of the mother and us, a tussicus, that makes us rise above smaller matters. Rappers, when the mother spirit is invoked, spin rapping, whoa, there I go. I shall be glad as long as I live, a tiv, a dip, a bib, that even in the moment of final dissolution, been rapping into introduction. There was in the face a look of peace, rapping infinites, such as I never could have imagined, ravin' that might have tested there. Beware, a scare, a dare. We can't. They let a girl marry 3 men a den, or as many as want her a dir, and save all this trouble. A bubble, a double, and a rebel, a rap. Never stop spitting a rap, and again, here I am spitting, I'm rapping again. Do you not think that there are things which you cannot understand, wham, bam, bang, ma'am, and yet which are afar, that people see things that others cannot attain or top a plot? But there are things old and new which must not be contemplated by human eyes, never ending rhymes, because they know or they think they know. Spitting, whoa, there I go. Some things which other men have told them, behold them. It is the fault of our science, reliance, that it wants to explain all at all, and it explain not a top. And then it say there is nothing to explanation, equation, invasion. We spit never end, and I said spittin' and never endin'. For life be after all, and only a waitin' for something else than what we're doing, and death be all that we can rightly depend on. Blah 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 blah. For life after all, only spittin' never endin'. Even if she be not harmed by her charms, for her heart fail her in so much, and so many horrors adore a gore, and hereafter she may suffer and never end. A rapper both in waken from her nerves and sleep from her dreams. It seems never ending and end my dreams. It is haunting me in my dreams. Never stop spitting Monopoly. I wanted to play Dracula, Mosquito, because I wanted to say away. I crossed oceans, rapping commotion of time to find you. Toucan Scooby-Doo. It was worth playing the role just to save a line. Never ending rhymes, never end until the end of time. Count Dracula had directed me to go to the Golden Chrome Motel, a motel, blah 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 blah, which I found to my great delight to be thoroughly old-fashioned. For of course a door. I wanted to see all I could, the ways of the country, rapidly, never-endingly. Here I am rapping again. As a child, I was more afraid of tetanus shots than, for example, Dracula, Monopola, Asapada, Mandula, Goose Fraba, a Mandula Oblongata, blah 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 blah, Bespetna Black Black. Villains used to always die in the end, even monsters, Frankenstein, Dracula, Mosquito. You killed them with a stake, awake. Now the nightmare guy comes back, rapping a black. It took me years to live down Dracula, Mosquito, and convince the film producers that I would play almost any other type of role, a goal. Theater was definitely part of my roots. My father would take me to plays away, and then my mother was always on the lookout for other talent, a gallant, and taking me to other plays. I saw Frank Langella and Dracula. Great performances, Ravaging. I was a theater rat, hanging out backstage, rage, spitting rage to this page. I feel like I'm Dracula, dude, like Nosferatu, spitting blah blah blah. There was a gap of 7 years between the first and second Dracula movies, Infinity, and the second one, as everybody knows. Well, there I go. I didn't speak because I couldn't say the lines, never ending rhymes, all day and all night. Here I am spitting again. What must be wrong with my head? Never stop spitting and thinking again, and again and again and again. Must be something wrong with my head. Never stop spitting and thinking again. There are darkness in life, and there are lights, and you are one of my nights, my lights, the light of all lights. Never ending spitting infinite rhymes. I am wanting to be with you and by the sea, where we can walk together freely and build our castles and the air, a bear. Once again, welcome to my house. Come freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring. Ring a ring, ding a ding ding. I am an all sea of wonders. I doubt, I fear, I think straight fains. Wing a ring, ding ding ding, which I dare not confess to my own soul. Oh, whoa, bolt. There I go, spitting again off the top of my head. Never stop spitting and rapping again and again. I hiss and I jest. There are darknesses in life that are lights, spitting infinite rhymes, spitting never ending. What must be wrong with my mind? Never stop spitting, I hiss and I jest. Spitting raps in an infinite mess. My Count Dracula, Mosquito, Potato. The impression I had was that they were leaving the west and entering the east. Never endingly infinite tea. I read that every known superstition, infinite intuition in the world is gathered into the horseshoe of the Carpathians, a Rapaginian, as if it were to spit a never ender, a spitter, a patcher. Here I am spitting a never ender, a rapper. Here I am spitting again. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, says Toucan Scooby-Doo. Never stop spitting into you. Here, Dracula, Mosquito, Potato, never ender. I read, spitting there ever. It seems to me that the further east you go, the more unpunctual are the trains. Wayne, Dane, what ought they be in China? Rapping a blima and never ending. Dinah, an infinite schema, a rapper. It is the eve of St. George's Day away. Do you know that tonight? Spend never ending rhymes all day and all night. When the clock strikes midnight, all the evil things in the world will have full sway all day. Do you know where you are going and what are you going to do? Never ending Scooby-Doo. It was all ridiculous, but I did not feel comfortable, probable. However, there were business to be done, and I could only allow nothing to interfere with it. I rap it, I spit it, never ending. Here I am, spitting again, never ending. I said, must be something wrong with my head. Never stop spitting again and again. Spitting, I hiss and I jest. Never stop spitting raps in an infinite mess. Hanker muses over the crucifix. The landlady gave him comforts him, unaware that it has the power to spit or a patter. Harker muses over by the crucifix. That landlady gave him comforts him, unaware that it has the power to repel Dracula, a mosquito. Later he thinks the teen he'll try to understand how it helps him rhythm anthem. In this early chapter, rapper adapter of crucifix's power links hints at Dracula's nature, equator, and foreshadows the coming conflict between Dracula and Van Helsing. Never stop spitting, I'm rapping, a spitter, a patter. Harker has just met the voluptuous, deadly vampire woman of human illumin. After describing their beauty in detail, a whale of holy grail, he confesses his sexual longing for them despite his fear, a deer of death, a half of best, and then his desire to be faithful, a wakeful, a grateful, even in his thoughts to his fiancée, rapping a blah blah blah, never ending blah. Blood is too precious in these days. Dishonorable peace and meats, and the glories of the great races are as a tale that is told. Let it behold. Why can't they let a girl marry? Spend their ending. My dear, please, Almighty God, your life may be all it promises. Rhymes a long day of sunshine with no harsh wind and no forgetting duty, no distrust of spitting rhymes, and I must spit infinite rhymes, never ending infinitely. No man knows till he experiences it. Spit it, what it is to feel his own lifeblood drawn away a day into the veins of the woman he loves from above. Turtle, dove. I can never stop rapping again. I hiss and I jest. Must be something wrong with my head. Can never stop spitting again and again. Here I am, spitting again. Never ending, I said. I never stop spitting again and again. I'll pop with my head. I never stop spitting again. Spitting never ending. She has man's brain in vain. A brain that a man should have. Where he much gifted and woman's heart from the start. The good God fashioned her for a purpose. Believe me, when he made that so good combination, equation, invasion for life be after all only a waiting for something else than what we're doing, and death be all what that we tightly depend on. Blah blah blah, never ending blah blah blah. Here I am spitting pitter patter, a teeter totter, never ender, a spitter, a spatter. Here I am, I'm a rapper, adapter, a velociraptor. I'll never stop rapping in my infinite chamber. Bewarer, I'll never stop spitter, a spatter, an infinite pitter, a patter. Here I am, the forever velociraptor, raptor, infinite forever rapper, never ender, spitter in my chamber. Here I am spitting again, never ending. I said, here I am spitting again. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, never ending. Toucan Scooby-Doo. Here I am spitting again, never ending. I said, I'm spitting raps in an infinite mess. I spit it and I hiss and I jest. I Count Dracula, mosquito, a potato, never ending. A blow, never stop spitting a bobo, spitting a whoa. Here I go spitting again. Now I am spitting again. Spitting never ending. Count Dracula lives in my attic, never ending, a rapping, and he has a casket for a bed, spitting in my head, never ending. I said, here I am spitting again. Dracula in the coffin in my attic has a coffin for a bed, protruding, rebelling against the lips, a hip, a long, pointed, ill-fated thane stared at me rapidly, stealing adolescent glances, a rapping of prances. I dreamed it pierced me, rapping infinity, pushing deep in the base of my neck, rapping a mess. I bit my lower lip, flushed, but not before blushing under a spell repel. Yesterday when he smiled at me with teeth in perfect alignment, I turned my opposite face and squinted, pretended to watch passerby. Never stopped infinite rhymes all day and all night. What must be wrong with my head? Never stopped spitting again and again. Oh, how he creeps around in the shadows and sends a shiver up your spine. And though you would never seem to see him, he always leaves a sign. A bloodied, muddled carcass, deadly pale and fresh, sinking of many things, like rotten eggs and death. A hepababet with blood and veins and wicked eyes. Oh, what a scary sight! For this evil is Dracula creeping about the night, never ending spitting in rhymes. Here I am spitting again, never ending, I said. Never ending spitting, I hiss and I jest. Never stop spitting raps in a mess. Hand-packed for garlic and fly off to the land of Dracula, Count Vlad, and thirsty wolves with bloody foe. For Stoker's reputation's bad in the land of Dracula, Count Vlad runs vampires and tourist trend. But Brad Stoker's reputation bad. Medieval monsters rough each bend. When vampires are tourist trend. You rent the car from Hertz to ride, never end in rhymes. Demonic monsters, imposters, round each bend, a random bend. Yes, pothole, crater, depths and abide, never end in rhymes. By renting car from Hertz to ride, you'll breeze through the forest greenery, a scenery, while pothole, crater, depths abide, never end in rhymes. Life's worth the trip for scenery, never ending sorcery. If renting car from Hertz to ride, Palinka, Brady tips the track, never ending raps. Life's worth the trip for scenery. Dip Fernal Springs for arching back, never ending raps. Again, I hiss and I jest. Never stop spitting raps in an infinite mess. Nectar of tulip, saliva from two lips, blood on his lips. Rendering quaint quail seduce the scarlet veil. Immortal crimson dove, lust runs blood. Belladonna's ruby allure scent of never ending ruptured sweet nectar. A rapper, never ender, spitter, a spatter. He stayed in the shadows, watching, waiting. She was a virgin with a beautiful alabaster neck. He could hardly wait to sink his teeth in it. He spit it, I rap it. A hoot owl made a bit of noise. He frowned at it. Spit it, rap it, hoping to intimidate. A lone wolf howled in the distance. Would she stir a burr? He looked into her window above, and her head was still on the bed. Was tonight the night? He heard two women giggle and rapping. They were walking incredibly close. Whoa, he would start with them. He needed a bit of a snack. Never ending rap. Count Dracula, I said. Naked, I wait for you, my dark prince. From rosy dawn to sundown. Counting interminable hours. A prowler, let that crawl like a wounded beast. Step by dragon step. I gazed at wide windows leading to the icy covered balcony to catch the trailing mist. Shadows of the dying sun. Night invading my bed chamber. I wait to hear the black wolf howl at the veiled white moon. The flapping of bats. Night's owls screeching, moaning of cry, icy winds across the widened moors. Spin rapper adore till I descry with dilated eyes. Your obsidian form, crimson mouth, those gleaming veins away, caressing my creamy breast, bare silken throat. Oh, dope about. I'm the marionette doll, a pliant artisan clay, sweet of desire, a prairie rose, and your Epicurean hands. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. They're ending, I said. Never stop. A dashing young Dracula came to visit, dressed in more proper attire, ready to serve and please, but most to kiss gently and from neck drink the sweet red blood of life. Never ending rhymes all day and all night. What must be wrong with my head? Her neck is so fair and delicate. I want to introduce them to my veins. Living dead rules state that I need permission. She wakes up, stares at me. What was that? A nod? Ba 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 ba. Spitting never ending. A Cybertron. Spitting never ending. The cycle stays fresh in the mind. Shred skin, but I won't be fooled. A tool. I'm torn between good beliefs and the right arm of the moral law. Bring me Venero blood, most divine, sweet melody of time. Playfully you tease, rapid appease, from western wind to ice reborn. Reclaim the crown upon my head, but rest assured I will rise up again. The first time spring it hits the doorstep, a day of feast, a season of rest. Infinite wraps in a mess, alone, on a rocky shoreline beyond the endless expanse of desolation. A primeval power surveys his despair, a wasteland of loss and longing. His heart is heavy with burden he cannot release, haunted by a love he can never forget, regret, a spat. He watches her wrath-like, his tender torment and mena. His love defies the ravage of time, never-ending rhymes, as he retches for her hair, as dark as sin, rim of a war whipping and the wind, as she darts across the bleak landscape of his anguish. For a single moment she brings to bright wild life the gray ghost of winter. Laughing she holds out her hands to him, beckoning him ever closer. She attempts and entices his agony unbearable as he yearns to care her pale porcelain skin. His dark heart thunders inside of him, a rolling drumbeat that pulses through his being. For one brief spark he lives as life leaches into his cold dead soul. He reaches out in life as he does in memory to caress her stop spitting a rapper, but that memory mocking as always strikes him hard. A bar at her precious face fragments, wisp of her smile fade into the wind. Ring, ding, ding. His piercing eyes search for a remnant of her, spitting a burr. But there is nothing but a cruel recollection, a dark longing, the soulless of her sighs, never-ending rhymes, and the taste of her lifeblood, a fud, sweet cherry red, once more lost to him, anthem, a rhythm, a tendril of starlit, and on the moonless night, infinite rhymes, something inside him splinters, a withers, a rappers, and the earth cries out, the undying weight is over, rapper, a ravager, he can he can longer face the voyages across time alone. Whoa, there I go, in the vast emptiness she pauses, there just beyond her reach she senses it, the smell of forever, never-ending rapper. They say he is dead, undead, the velvet boxes lined with crimson, impetus life prowls beneath its pristine sable surface, rampant hiatus, as recklessly, raspingly, he cries out, craving her touch, her arms ache for him, slenderness pulsing with bare-neck desire, the great oceans carrying him home. Well, there I go, never-endingly spitting notes into my phone. Count Dracula was the talk of the alley. We called her Miss Libberwith. You called her Sally. We scared of her ways. We were scared of her ways a day, especially her sharp teeth, are endingly a force to be feared. Her knife usually sheathered. She did not hesitate to draw blood. Fud. The wildcat, a scary anomaly, so fluffy, furious, and formidably fat. The fat, lazy cat. Black Dracula, like Cape, hunting for someone his hunger to sate. Mouses his image, so do hate, spin rampant awake the day. It's late and scary and dark of night, for calm and worry of Dracula's night, when fear and loathing are in great right, for killing others and in great fright, never-ending infinite rhymes. Dracula's daughter was diabolical and deliberately daring and mean. Rampant in between, we only saw a glimpse of her glittery green garment on Halloween. How do you know she is who you think she is? Asked a curious ghost. Well, there I go. Because she is living in Dracula's house. Wow, I shout and I pout, and he loves her most. Well, there I go. Does he not have a wife? Infinite rhymes. Does he not also love his paramour too? Spent Toucan Scooby-Doo? I'm not sure, but his eyes are intense, round and the most azure blue. A coup. The ghost stared at me, wondering if I was making up stories again. Of course I was, for it was the trait of me and all of my kin, never ending spitting, like never ending again. I am weirded out, the honest, frightened youngster said. deliberately daring Dracula cat is truthfully whacked in the head. I saw the cat slide under my Uncle Tommy's water bed. She's and for a surprise later, never end a rapper. I laughed and said, Uncle Tommy was an unusually heavy man for sure. He climbed into bed. He displaced water on her. She came up sputtering and said, I am Dracula cat. He said, get out. There's the unwelcome Matt Rappa Rap Dappa Dap. They became a team, Uncle Tommy and her. She pretended annoyance, avoidance, but I would hear her purr. They would throw insults around like Tom and Jerry, but both were as happy with the arrangement as they could be. Never ending floppity monopoly. It is so scary, said the frightened little girl. She had blonde hair and not one curl. I am horrified, I said with a generous wink when I saw the baby panda Dracula with cheeks of pink. No one can scare me, though many have tried. I have 10 grandchildren, so I've been on the hayride. I've fallen off and been struck under a tractor wheel, scared as something I never do nor feel. Never spent enough the old haunted mansion was open for guests now. Pow. I talked my man into it. I talked her into it. It'll be a while. It's been now been a while. It's been dumb as Dracula, dumb as Cape, dumb as lick zip, collar and rape, dumb and for biting, dumb for teeth, dumb for eyebrow raising queef, dumb for fun, dumb for late, dumb for tired morning hate, dumb for making, dumb for money, dumb for everyone's morning sunny, rapping, I'm running a funny. I've not climbed a mountain at all, and neither has my brother Paul, but we threw a party with old Uncle Marty, who's climbed quite a few in the pole. He fell from the top of Macula, who was saved by a count called Dracula, but he bled quite a mite, spit an infinite rhyme. That's when Drac took a bite. Now he's pale and he's feeling crapula. Never ending Count Dracula freestyle. Dracula's daughter was as scary as she wanted to be. It is because I am a female, she asked herself, but this seemed crazy, a hazy, a daisy. It is because I am young. She wondered maybe a bit of guarantee. No, her father said, you just are not as frightening as you can be. Dracula's daughter pondered this situation, wondering what to do. She practiced her art skills and came into her own well at the age of 22. By then, her father and mother were also terrified of the Ville-de-Loup. She had earned their respect and caused their hair to turn blue. A toucan Scooby-Doo. Eventually, Dracula's daughter became enfrailed in the dark arts. She could make cyberborg replicas of creatures without hearts and Papa Tart. Her parents were frightened of her macabre knowledge and skill, afraid that one day she would also kill them for the thrill until it spilled infinite spilla. For a millennium, she whispered to me, her scent drifting on the winds of the changing seasons. Mountains fall, ice melts, and valleys thirsty. I lay waiting as she whispers to me. I cannot tell you the shape of her face nor the color of her eyes, if she will come from the hot, sandy, motherless lands or the hills of fresh green groves. Well, there I go, for her beauty beats within her chest. Ruby red liquor I ate to possess. Thirsty I lay waiting as she whispers to me, I am persecuted and I suffer. Never end a rapper as I cannot interpret her set. Sweet innocence like a field of mint and clover. Never enter a rapper or a piquet. Charming like a pleasantly peppery carnation. Is there a bit of musky sandalwood or a hint of pink salty clay? Never ending dismay. Still I lay waiting as she whispers to me. Men begin to walk, roam, conquer, wars are fought, one lost and one again. Lands taken and ruled, kings, queens, and sultans are born to die. Thirsty, still I lay waiting as she whispers to me. In my dreams she is with me, entwined in the dark as lovers can be, wild, tame, and at times frenzied. Still my throat is dry. I'm thirsty. I lay waiting, restless as she whispers to me. I am forced out of my slumber to hunt, doomed to quench my thirst. It hurts. I listen for her name to master the banquet, and it comes to me on the breath of the weekend man, never ending. My throat now wet. I no longer late and wait. Away goes today. My Roman will take me to fate. Ram bam bam bam. Mosquito pa 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 pa. Mosquito medulla oblongata goose fraba. My Count Dracula freestyle.